Welcome back to Untangle Your Roots. First off, if you are looking for professional help, contact me via email untangledyourroots@gmail.com. My email and my other contact information will be posted in the description below. Second, just a follow up from the last census video. If you missed that video, you can go back and look at it. This census survey was part of that video, and it is a survey of showing the different censuses that I was able to find for James Wilburn Welker's family. I did his first family, not his second. I do plan on going back and doing his second, but right now the main focus is his first family. As you can tell, the census gave me different information, different ages, which are roughly different name spellings. I can tell they lived in the same area, all of them, which is very normal for families to live close by. Now, for this week's video, we are going to be discussing birth records and marriage records. Majority of the time, birth records are very hard to find because most of the time they do not exist. However, if you're working in the church records, which we will be, you can use that to help establish the birth date. There will be some tips that towards the end that will take away. Now, to start with, James Welker, he was born in Ohio in 1825. Now, I have two different resources that I want to show you. The first one is the Family Search Wiki. Going to type in Ohio. Actually, I'll type in Jackson, Ohio to see when birth records existed. And I want to look under vital records. So I have different indexes, which is okay to use. So he was born in 1825, so I'm going to click on this Ohio Births and Christening Index. I'm going to type in his name. The same tips that I gave last video of using the census, I'm going to do the same here. And so my search brought up these different individuals, and I am not seeing him. I only have 12. So I'm going to type in Walker. And I am just scrolling down to see if anything resembles him. Now, as you notice over here on the right hand side, it shows the parents. And so it has his mother, which is also a common name. I'm going to write his mother's name. And I still do not have him. So I'm going to edit the search. I'm going to do, I think it was Bloomfield. There we go. And then I'm going to hit search. So I'm going to do plus or minus 5 years. And I'm going to do the asterisk. Jessica Welch, Marianne, Caroline Welsh. Okay, so this is a nil result. So I'm gonna write it down because I will put this in my research log, which I will show you what those are next week. So I was not able to find him, but my next step will be looking in the family search catalog. Now the reason why I want to look in the family search catalog, which you go right here and go to the catalog, is because different records can be available. And so I'm going to look in Jackson County, Ohio, and I'm going to search. Now as you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff, but I'm going to go down to the vital records. There's death records, inquest records. Here's this record, but it's out of the year he was born. And so, and same with this. So I'm also going to write that down, that was a nil search as well. And this way I don't have to redo the steps of what I've already searched. So, since I can't find him, I'm going to go to his children, well, his wife now. And she was born in Tennessee in 1820. So I'm now going to go, I'm going to close out of that. Oh. And relook at where she was, Knox. Okay. I'm gonna go down to vital records again and go to births. So she was born in 1820. And normally, I'm just scrolling up. I know some wiki pages have tables of when, oh. So these are when births were created. It was in 1881. So she will not officially have a record. That's when this state started taking records. But as you can see, there's still not a database for that. So I'm going to go back to my family search wiki. I'm going to type in Knox, Tennessee. I'm going to update my search. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to the vital records. And all I see are marriage records. So it would be a nil result as well for Anne, and that's because no records exist that I can find. And so I'm going to now go on to the next person, which is Alfred. Now, Alfred was born in 1847. So in 1847 is very important because that was when the Saints found Utah. So you would also want to check different records to see. So first I'm going to go to type in Padawan, Iowa. I'll just type in Iowa real quick. And I want birth records. And there are very, very few. So this is an index, but we can try it. So I'm not seeing. Going to put in his birth year. And he is still not there. So this will also be a nil result as well. So I'm going to go back to my catalog. And see if I can find. And there's not. So the next individual, you just go down your list, is Hetty. She was also born there. And he actually thought I saw sorry guys, I'm just seeing if I can find her. It looks like not. Okay, so she's also nil result as well. Like I said, birth records are very, very difficult to find. I kind of figured we would not have quite a lot of research with it. And I'm guessing Orlina won't be here either. Yeah. And so my next bet to find these birth records would be to check the LDS census is. And James is not in there, I know as well. Now we're in Utah, so I'm going to go to the birth records. And then see if by chance and he was born in Alpine, so he's born in Utah County. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to vital records, I have births of 1900, 1909. But I do not have the birth year. Which I kind of figured. And then I'll go here. Inbox elder. Still does not have. He was born in. Oh, let's click on him. He was born in 1855 in August. Oh, sorry. I know this says 1856. So sometimes you'll get things like this, which is perfect. And it says it's not available on microfilm. So I wonder if it does have an index. Oh. Land property located. So this is a perfect record to use if you're looking for marriages, naturalization, military, probate, land, and property. But it's not what we are looking for. So after Gilbert is Wilburn. And once again, not. And then Ephraim and Rebecca. So if I 1998. Yep. Okay. So it was all nil results for everyone. Now, the next step that we'll do is marriage records. And these marriages should be a lot easier to find than the births. So, we'll start with, James Wilburn Welker. They were married in Nauvoo, Hancock, Illinois. So I'm going to type in Nauvoo. I'm going to do the catalog real quick. There's also a website you can go. It's the Nauvoo Project. The BYU Center for Family History and Genealogy works on that project. And so you can see if your ancestors, if they have done some research on them. So actually they were married in 1845? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go back to that. And I'm going to go right here. Here's the Nauvoo region. I want to click. Actually, I want to do the index. Okay. So I want to look now. These type of things can take a long time. I want to see if if it will load. Sometimes Family Search does this. There we go. Okay. I want to see if I can find their marriage record. Okay. In the Nauvoo region. Oh, this is nice. It's in alphabetical order. So, that's good to know. So instead of actually looking at those images, we're going to go all the way down to W, because Welker is the last name. Webster, Wild West, and there's no Welker. Oh, we'll see if there's different spellings real quick. See if there's a Walker. And then her is Pew. So we'll check Pew as well. Nope. Unless it's spelled weird. Okay, so that's a nil result. And then this looks like another book. So I'm not actually able to access this book, but I can go to the Family History Library. I can also see if BYU Family History Library does not have it. So, but it's also on microfilm, which you can look right here. So I'm going to write this down so I know when I go up to Salt Lake next to look at this to see if they are in here. I'm going to write down the call number. That way I can use this for research, future research. Okay. Now we're going to go through their children and see if each one got married. And he was married in Utah. Doesn't say exactly where. But since we're already on Utah, go to marriages. So this is a great index to use. And then you search. So, I found an Alfred Nelson married to an Eliza. This is not my individual in 1917. Nope. He was married in 1867, so quite a few years before, but we can use this index. I'm gonna have to sign in. Well, I'll do that for future research to check. But I'm gonna go back to the marriage record. Western states to see if everyone else is in there. So new search. There is not a result for her, but update, and then I want to go down to vitals again, and that is a book. Okay. Oh, let's do Grim real quick for done. Harvey, done. Okay. Do not. So here's him, but it's not her. But then again, that's really weird. So that's probably not him. So, and Alina. Idaho. Like I said, marriage records and birth records can be difficult to find. And they see it gives you these different options to check it out. When was she married? 1869. We'll do his name since it's also these people do not want to be found. Okay. Let's do one more. So looks like this is for his daughter. Yeah. So this is what this marriage record looks like for his daughter for a license. So, unfortunately, we were not able to find marriage or birth records. I will continue the search for the rest of the children to see if I can find it. I also have these tips to take away. The first one is to search in Family Search Wiki to see when birth and marriage records were created and available. The next one is to search in the Family Search Catalog in the county to see what records are also available. You can also use the Family Search Catalog to find the microfilm number for the records that are digitized. You're more welcome to pause the video to write these down. Also, keep in mind that it is perfectly fine that we were not able to find anything today. That's the beauty of researching, is we just keep trudging along. We do an exhaustible search. I hope this video gave you some insights on how to find and use birth and marriage records, although our results were unsuccessful. Check out my other videos about what the upcoming projects are and how to search in the U.S. Census from 1850 to 1940. For our next video next week, we'll focus on death records. I'll also show you how to create a research log and where I'm storing all of my information. If you need help, drop a comment, or if you want professional help, email me at untangleyourroots@gmail.com. My other contact information is in the description below. Please leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Also share with your fellow genealogists and other people.